Could true form Hayanera Sukuna defeat Gojo? Let's talk about it, but spoilers beware, and big shout out to Yarn for the question today. Alright, now that we're past the spoiler warning, the true essence of this question is, would true form Sukuna without the Tin Shadows beat Gojo? And would he beat Gojo? I don't think anyone can answer that question, at least not in good faith, unless your name is Gege Akutami. But could he defeat Gojo? Yes, absolutely. There are other ways for Sukuna to win besides Maharaga in the World Cutting Slash. Primarily, those are domain amplification and domain expansion. Quick refresher for you guys, domain amplification is when you basically surround yourself with an empty barrier so that when it comes into contact with a curse technique, the curse technique gets sucked into it and it's essentially nullified. So Sukuna could use domain amp and then actually land strikes on Gojo, bypassing his limitless. So that's a way that he could deal damage without the world cutting slash. And then of course he could also use his domain expansion. But you got to remember that these two were completely equal in domain refinement, which means even true form Sukuna isn't just going to have a more powerful domain that just makes him insta-win. They're still going to be in a deadlock, meaning something else is going to have to give before Sukuna can just win with his domain expansion. Now, obviously, a number of things could lead to that scenario, so he could win that way, but it's not a given. It's not just gonna happen because he's got an extra couple arms and an extra mouth. Certainly, this form comes with advantages, but so too does the Tin Shadows technique. So it's always been my stance on this that these two are roughly equal, and I'm talking about both Tin Shadows Maguna version and true form Sukuna. Both versions of him are roughly equal to Gojo. They each have their pros and cons, right? And so I think either one of them could win on any given day. And I mean, that's just fiction at the end of the day, right? And it's just going to depend on the narrative, what needs to happen. But yes, Sukuna absolutely could still defeat Gojo even without the Tin Shadows. He's got ways to do it. And I actually go more in depth on this hypothetical, this Gojo versus true form Sukuna, in a video I made about a year ago, where I discuss with more nuance the implications on the domain clash and stuff like that. So I'm going to link this video in my response to your comment, Yarnk. And for anybody that's watching on YouTube, I will also link it in the comments or to this video if it's a short. I don't know how long it's going to be for y'all to check it out. Now, granted, it's a year old, which means I made this video before the manga ended. So there's a couple of things that are a little outdated. So just, bear with me on that for anybody that goes to check it out. But largely everything in there still holds up. I think at the time we still didn't know for sure what Sukuna's curse technique entailed. Like the fire arrow was still kind of a mystery. So I talk about like that being an unknown and what that could mean. So anyways, if y'all watch it, you will see. But yeah, this largely holds up. So for the more in-depth analysis, check that out. And then very quickly, I responded to both of these on YouTube, but I just wanted to shout out Mech and TWE for the support. Thank you so much, guys. And then last but most certainly not least, a huge shout out to Craig for the insane support, who asks no question, but just says thank you for the years of amazing content. And my guy, thank you. Like, it's truly my honor and pleasure to get to share any of y'all's day with you through this screen. So thank you for being a part of this community. And again, just thank you for the crazy generosity.